Okay, so we had the best romantic comedy for the year with The Big Sick. And now here's the worst romantic comedy of the year, Home Again. Home Again, directed by Meyers-Shyers, starring Reese Witherspoon, Pico Alexander, Nat Wolff, Candice Bergen, Michael Sheen, John Rutsky, Lake Bell, Lola Flannery, and Eden Grace Redfield. This movie is a new romantic comedy starring Reese Witherspoon as a daughter of a famous director, John Kinney. Her name is Alice Kinney. She's a single mom with two daughters, Isabel and Rosie. She meets up with these three young guys in California that are trying to make a movie. They are Harry, played by Pico Alexander. Nat Wolff's character is Teddy. And finally, John Rutsky's character, George. They need a place to stay. Candice Bergen suggests that these three guys stay in Alice's guest house. Alice agrees to the idea. She ends up liking one of these three guys, Pico Alexander's character, Harry, and that's pretty much our movie. Now, I really didn't like this movie. I do like romantic comedies. The Big Sick is one of my favorite movies for this year, but unfortunately this movie is probably going to go down as one of the worst movies of this year. Let's get into the positives of this movie before I start bashing it. I did like the two girls that play Reese Witherspoon's daughters. I thought those two were cute. Lola Flannery and Eden Grace Redfield. I did like both of them. And I thought Nat Wolff was much better in this movie than he was in the Death Note Netflix movie that he did. And I did like Candice Bergen. I thought she was pretty good in this movie. But aside from that, the rest of this movie is terrible. I didn't really like Reese Witherspoon in this movie because I thought she was way too cliche. And Pico Alexander is not that great in this movie. There really wasn't that much chemistry between these two. The guy that plays George, John Rutsky, there was played out to be kind of like a love triangle between these two guys and Alice, and that really wasn't done very well because Alice didn't seem to show any interest in George at all. And then you have Michael Sheen's character, who is Alice's ex-husband in the movie. And he's played up to be kind of like an antagonist of the film. I didn't totally like that either, really. So, honestly, this really wasn't a good movie. The dialogue in this movie is terrible. I really didn't like the dialogue in this film. Very bad writing. So, overall, I give this movie a D. Don't see this movie. This movie is terrible.